Did you know that what is known as Chiney Bump in the Caribbean is actually known as Bantu Knots elsewhere? Bantu Knots, Bantu Knots. As a matter of fact, the hairstyle itself originated in Africa amongst the Zulu tribe as far back as 1898. As a matter of fact, the hairstyle was originally known as Zulu knots. But wherever you go, black ladies use this hairstyle to stretch the root of their hair or to get bouncy curls. So sometimes the hairstyle in your natural hair, sometimes the knots are created overnight, and in the morning when you loose out your hair, this is what you get. So you can get heatless curls by using the Chiney Bump or the Bantu Knots. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you how to actually get a Bantu knot. As a matter of fact, like I've said, the Bantu knots or the Chiney Bump used to be a hairstyle that you use immediately after washing just to stretch your hair roots. But nowadays, thanks to celebrities such as Rihanna, you have Mel B, you have Black China, Jada Pinket-Smith, then the Bantu Knots, the Chiney Bump, is now an up-funk hairstyle. It's very important to know that in getting the Bantu Knots or the Chiney Bump, your hair needs to be moist. It needs to be moist because it works much better. So in the Caribbean, I know that when you're making the Chiney Bump, you can either use castor oil to moisten the hair, because it also gives you an opportunity to hydrate the roots and to hydrate your scalp as well. So you can use castor oil, as I've said, you can use beeswax, or you can use ordinary petroleum jelly. Because I am using a mannequin, I will be using Aunt Jackie's half and half hydrating silkening hair milk, because the mannequin's hair is obviously not washed, so it's not wet, so I need to moisten it as soon as possible, as much as possible. While I'm doing that, if you look behind me, you can actually see examples of Bantu knots, because people have gotten so creative in the way that they make Chiney Bump that the possibilities are endless. So if you notice, yes, the hair is properly moistened. There are different techniques. One technique is where you can actually plait out the hair before you start doing the Chiney Bump or the Bantu knots. So in getting the Bantu knot properly, if you notice, what I'm doing is that I'm keeping my hands as close as possible to the scalp. This will create the perfect Bantu knot. And if you notice, what I'm doing, I'm just turning the hair whilst keeping my hands as close as possible to the scalp. So I'm turning the hair and I'm just twisting it around itself until it creates a knot. I keep doing it like that while holding the knot in place. As I've said, people are so creative nowadays with these knots that you can actually weave your hair and get a Bantu knot. As a matter of fact, if you look behind me, you can see that one of the hairstyles actually is a combination of the Bantu knot and also the cornrow. So when you go to your hairdressers, if you tell them what you want, the possibilities with this hairstyle is endless. And remember, as I've said, it is such an funk hairstyle nowadays that you can actually go out with it. Some people don't secure the hair, but I like to secure it with an elastic band. So that's what I am doing. I'm securing the knot with an elastic band. And there you have it, a Bantu knot. And just like I've said, you can get curls. And I'm just going to leave you to actually look at some of the hairstyles that you can get from the Bantu knots. Thank you for watching, and please continue making Bantu knots, Chiney Bump,